In this video, I'll be talking about the log object available within the Power Pages liquid language. Now, log, it will allow you to add log messages for troubleshooting the Power Pages site. So this is one form of mechanism to troubleshoot your Power Pages website code or the liquid code. Developers can incorporate the log statement within the liquid code. Now, where does the output log get displayed? The output logs are displayed in the developer tool extension when diagnostic setting is enabled. So make sure that you have the diagnostic settings enabled. I'm going to cover that in a separate video, how to enable the diagnostic setting, but make sure that once you have enabled the diagnostic settings, then you can use that developer tool extension to basically view the log message. So it is as good as you're logging the message and then viewing the output in the log message window and then accordingly operating on the code. So there are various ways through which you can do that. So as you see over here, you have that log keyword and you type in the message. You can even specify the level, that's a warning or error or information. You can even skip that if you do not want to specify the level. And then there is a capture tag. So capture tag basically captures the information, and then if you want to display the complete information back to the log message, you can go ahead and do that. So this all things I'll show you in an example. So this is my website. There's nothing in it. It's the name is December. So the page name is December. So I've clicked on edit code and now I'm going to go into the backend code to write the liquid language. So to start with, the log, how do you see the log? So first, the syntax for the log is you just put a percent sign, curly brace percent sign, and here you're going to write the log message. So I will just type in log and I will put a message. So log message colon, I'll just say happy days. Okay, so this is just a simple example of how do we log that message. So I'll just save this, synchronize this, and then once I run this, I should be able to see the log message. Now, how do you see the log message? Is first thing you need to have this Power Pages extension installed. Okay, so I'll just go to Microsoft Power Pages over here. So this is the Edge add-on. So you need to add this Microsoft Power Pages add-on. So this is the Dev Tools extension for debugging Microsoft Power Pages. Once you install that and once you have enabled it, just press F12 and then within F12 you will see this icon, right? So this is a Power Pages icon. Now once you see this Power Pages icon, click on it and then this will show you the liquid code debug messages. Okay, so you can clear the console and then you can just see the information. So here's a console, right? Now if I run this again, you will see the timestamp, you'll see the source, you'll see the level, and you'll see the path, and then you will see the message happy days. So why you see the message happy days? Because I have just logged it. Okay, now you won't do it like this. When you write a code, you will use some different things. You will put some logic and then you will try to see the information. So I'll show you that example as well, but this is the first example. Now the second example which I'm going to show is you just write the same message, and you will say stack full error. So you put some message over here, stack full reset code, and you will specify the level. Okay, so let me add a level as warning. So this is the level as warning. Now similarly I can log something else. I'll just paste it thrice. So if you get some fatal error, you just type in fatal error and you put a level as error. And if you want to just show some information, you put the level as information and then say this is some log message. So I've written three line of code, basically four line of code. First is just showing the simple message, then showing the message with the level as warning, showing the message with the level as error, and showing the message with level as information. save this, synchronize, and you can even go here and you can go to the power pages extension over here. Here there is an option to clear the data, so you just clear the data and you just go into the URL and then reload the page. Once you reload the page, you should see the info, the warning, the error, the info, etc. over here with the request path and the message: happy days, stack full, reset code, fatal error. This is some log message. So this is how you can render the message using the log object. Now, in which scenario are going to use it? Okay, so take for example, there is a scenario whereby I'm just capturing the user ID and the user full name. Okay, so I'll just say the user details are, okay, so if I'm writing this code, okay, so the user details, I'll just say, I'll just write a simple text, user information captured are, say, user.id. Okay, so I'll just say user.id, and I will just say so this is the information which I'm capturing for user.id and user.full name. Okay, so let's say I just misspelled full name, or just say full name one. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this information at multiple places, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just capture this, right? So I'm gonna capture and I call it as user details. So this is a user details. So I'm capturing this user detail information. Let me not misspell this. Let me just put user ID and full name, and then I will just capture it, and then into end you just say end capture. So capture user details and end capture. So this is the capture object. Now when you write a piece of code, so take for example, if you're writing some div, or if you're writing some HTML, or like you just go and put your span tag, and here maybe you want to see what value does the user object is, so you can use this user details. Now how do you use the user details? Is one is you can log the information. Now how do you log the information? It is simple, the same logic which I just showed you. Put a percent sign, and you just say log. And what are you logging? You're logging a message. And what are you logging? Like in the previous example, I just showed you to write something in the string, right? Now instead of that, you will just say user details, because you have already captured that, right? So you already captured that information. Now you're using this information as a variable, right? And then you're logging this information. So it, at any given point of time within any piece of code which you have written in the page, you can call this method, and you need to check whether the user is logged in or whether this user information exists or not. So those kind of things you can get this registered. So I'll just go sync, and I'll wait for this page to load. So I'll just close this up, and once I load this page, as you see over here, so it has given me this correct result, right? It says happy days, stack full, fatal error, these all things, and say user information captured, this is the user ID and this is the username. And thereby I can debug my code. Now I'm getting this correct, but think about it, like if I'm not logged in, I've just signed out. Okay, now I'm signed out from this application, and now if I just clear this, and if I just reload this page again, then you will see the user information captured and nothing. Then you will come to know, it will be very clear that, hey, I'm not able to capture the user ID or full name. Now why? Because you're not logged in, and that's why this information is not getting captured. The moment you sign in and then go back to this page, or this page gets loaded, then you should be able to see the user ID and uh, the the user full name information, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the December page, and once it is loaded here, you will see that this information is loaded correctly now. So it shows you in a chronological order, and that's why, like this was earlier blank, and now you can see the information logged in over here. So this is how you basically use the the log object to capture the information, and also it will be used to display some information, some troubleshooting information, debugging information within your code. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. This is mainly used for developers, so make sure that you go ahead and use this to the fullest. Thanks for watching.